Look at that, pristine.
Dude, remember last week I said we looked dark?
Yeah.
After the episode, I went to go watch YouTube on my phone and I realized every video was dark. And like I reset the app and it was like everything was bright again.
Oh, yeah, it might have just been dim
Yeah,
or something like that.
I was like, I can't believe we almost made
Like
good
a
thing you
massive
didn't
adjustment.
Yeah, good thing you didn't change anything.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good on the LCD. You said it was dark, and sometimes, you know, people are intaking stuff from a screen, not the LCD on the back of the camera. So
Yeah.
we have to make adjustments. So we definitely almost
Fucked us up.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to get a little more about this story that I'm like obsessed with.
What is it?
Bro, this is
Wait, Masters of None episode 271.
yes.
Masters of
Okay.
None. It's episode 271. Welcome aboard. It's Tuesday. It's 7 p.m. We're right on time. You guys might have a different time on your clock, but over here, it's 7 p.m. on the dot. So with that being said, let's begin.
Dude, I'm telling you right now that I can't believe that we have 270 episodes that are on the internet.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Bro, 270 episodes? Who the hell do we think we are? I
Ridiculous.
swear to God, I don't know who the hell we think we are.
There's
Like,
enough data for them to make AI videos of us dancing, probably.
bro, dancing. Bro, you kidding me? They could have us prank call the White House or something, bro. You crazy?
The White House, that shit's under construction. No one's going to pick it up.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't get.
Hang on. I want to hear about this construction of the White House. I had no idea that this was even happening.
Dude, you don't remember Trump saying like, oh, the ballroom. They've been trying to do it 150 years. They've been trying to get that ballroom done. I'm going to get it done. It's so funny because like all the things I want him to do, like he's not doing. He's delivering on some stuff. He's delivering on like everything they tell him not to do. They say, hey, you can't just throw people out like that without letting us talk to them first. He's like, oh yeah, watch me. And then he just starts throwing people out, right? And then they tell him, hey, you can't do the construction in the ballroom. And he's like, guess what? I'm going to do it anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. It depends if I'm sober or not. If I'm not sober, I'm like, word, do that shit.
Yeah.
I would have did that too. I've been wanting to do that. But if I'm good, I'm like, irresponsible.
Dude, the government shutdown thing, the judge tells him, yo, you can't fire people. He's like, I'm going to keep firing people.
Yo, it's crazy, man. I know people that work for the government that aren't getting paid right now, but still got to go to work every day.
That doesn't even make any
It's
sense.
been weeks, bro.
If the government is shut down, how the fuck they start construction today? How is that a thing? Did they outsource? Because there's a guy in a fucking Bobcat out there breaking windows and shit. I don't know if you guys seen the pictures on the internet, but first of all, the news is trying to make it seem like they're breaking down the front of the White House. Like this
Of course.
is like the East Wing, guys. Like,
It's satire, dude.
yeah, the internet
The
is
news.
so funny, dude. The news. I
The
know
news it's satire at this point. They just exaggerate everything for the sake of making it funny, or I'm sorry, making it entertaining, and you want to watch it. Stop with it.
I don't
Cut
even
it
think
out.
they do it to like. If we're trying to be funny. I think they're just dirty. It's like
sensationalized.
bingo. The exact word I was gonna. It's sensationalized.
Yeah.
It's like it's so funny. Like, when you look at these videos, you're like, is that the front of the White House? And it's like, no, it's like the East Wing. But either way, there's a guy in a yellow mechanism who I'm sure has some kind of certification to fucking ride that rig through the White House, and
I'll
he's
tell you-
tearing shit down.
I'll tell you what he really got.
What is
He's
he
got a get out of ice free card.
Oh yeah, if
That's
that
what he
guy-
got. I'll tell you right now. He put a pause on the ice raids right now because he needed the White House done.
Yeah, that's
what he did.
dude. You see the videos of the White House agents, dude? These guys look like fucking South American, like cartel assassins running through the streets, just dragging people.
Yeah, it's the crazy part is that they're allowing them to cover their faces while they're working because people started doxing them. People started getting their information and publicizing their home addresses and stuff. And so now he's like that guy Home. I think his name is it Home? He's the border guy. This guy was just like, yep, all my agents can cover their faces now. Isn't it funny? He's nowhere to be seen now. He was on the news and
yeah.
places talking all the time about what they were doing at the border, how he was getting rid of people, this and that. And now you don't even see the guy anymore.
Shout out to Spaz. He says Tom Homan.
Tom Holman. That's his name. Tom Holman, I'm not going to lie, man. Tom Holman's kind of a G.
Yeah.
He's kind of a G. He stands on business and, you know, he's doing his job. He's not the one that decides if people get out, but he's like, if you want them out, I'm the guy to do it.
Yeah, he's
and,
like, oh, you want these guys wrangled up? Because
Bro.
I'm the fucking wrangler.
Yo, this guy is indeed the wrangler, bro. You don't want to play hide and seek with this guy. You don't want to play a game of manhunt with this guy.
He let these dudes out. You see how many Americans are just getting beat up for fucking testing these dudes? These guys, I watched a video today. Was it? I don't know if the video was from today, but I watched it today of a guy like approach one of these masked dudes that's just like in the streets wearing like army fatigues and shit like that, bulletproof vest. And he's just getting mad close to him. And the guy's like, back up off me, back up. And then he just body slams him. And then 6 of his boys come over and they tackle and they get on top of this guy.
Yo, what's crazy is I'm like, it's AI. I don't believe anything anymore. I've seen the craziest videos and I've seen them used for propaganda just because I know that shit's not real because I'm familiar with the scenario and they swap the people and shit like that. You know, if it's like let's say it's a video that you're really used to seeing, like that dude jigging up that robber at the smoke shop, that we love that video at like that vape shop in Vegas or whatever, that got that video flagged and taken down by YouTube.
Yeah.
But
we've been getting taken off of Spotify for like 2 weeks in a row too. Did you know that?
no way.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's got to be me. I'm sorry.
No, I think it's some kind of music copyright we're getting.
Oh, you think it's the song I sampled?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we're gonna
either
have
the
to cut that
song-
off.
It's either the song or the fucking intro music. I don't know.
The intro music is original. There's no sample in
It
it.
says even if it's original.
Nah, they can't do that. Then
says
I'll
it.
appeal it.
It says it on the email.
There's a very clear, obvious sample of that Spanish record at the beginning of the intro music, not the waiting music. The waiting music is original. I composed that with there are no samples in that. I played all the chords in it. It's all original. The sample flag is going to be that Spanish vocal sample in the beginning, for sure. We can cut that off.
We are removing the following episode from Spotify because of our automated review. It's cut off. Determined that they appear to have violated Spotify's terms and conditions. The episode name, the link, blah, 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 blah. It says, regardless of the licensing of music, podcast service is not intended for a music distribution tool. In the effort to enable all creative artists to operate, it's cut off and you can't go right. But yeah. So it's like, I guess they say we can't play any music.
But this isn't music licensing. This is my record.
Yeah, I don't know,
So-
dude. You got to take that up with them.
Yeah, no, their audio algorithm is it's searching for waveforms and shit of
Music.
the original song. So that that's long enough for it to pick up. That's going to match up like a fingerprint.
Yeah, but I think that what they're saying is that their platform is intended, their podcast platform isn't intended for music playing, so they don't let any music play.
Maybe we played it too long.
Yeah,
Maybe we gotta
possibility.
interrupt it or something like that.
Yeah.
All right,
But
we'll
we're
get
off the
back to
rails.
it.
Let's go back to what we were talking
We'll
about.
get back to it.
The ICE agents tackling landscapers and shit in the middle of the street.
Yeah, which that to me, I've seen AI shit that I can't. Go ahead.
That's what I was going to rebuttal. I don't think AI is that good yet. I think that people that have like a decent eye can nap up an AI video pretty quick.
Yeah, but if you don't have the internet to figure that out weeks later, you know, the internet will they could do that, but you're not looking at every video and zooming in and looking at fingers and looking at hands and looking at everything, seeing if there's duplicate people in the crowd and shit, all the shit that lets you know it's AI. If you're just seeing something a couple times and you're not really looking for those things and it's believable, it's getting so much more believable by the day, just with the movements and shit like that and the mannerisms and people talking and shit. And they're getting real life feedback. It's a social experiment.
People definitely believe it. If they post an AI video of an ICE agent decapitating like somebody
Yeah.
in the street, even if it's to me blatantly obvious, people will circulate it They'll tell people about it as if it was real. They'll believe it was real.
Dude, the problem is they're not subjectively just picking apart the video to see if it's true. What they're doing is wanting to believe it because it's what they want to believe. So then they're
100%.
spreading it.
That's another reason why even when the videos are real, we see them. We don't see, I'm sure there's plenty of interactions that aren't like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's way more interactions that are not like that than the ones that we see on the internet.
I agree.
So that being said, it's like this is another. We're back to the sensationalization of things now. It's like that's just what they feed us.
Yeah, it's always about, in my opinion, that is like it's always about just trying to get eyes to look, and now they're trying to get eyes to believe. Before it was just look, I'm trying to get you to watch it. So they send you crazy AI shit, that pops up in your algorithm. It's nonsense. It's the Kool-Aid guy on the subway. And you're like, wait, this is bullshit. This isn't real. But you're watching it. So once they get your attention and they get you to pay attention to the AI videos and, these have a pretty good chances of being entertaining. I'll watch it, and then they start gathering data and shit like that. And then they start showing the real shit. Because if you look in the comments of every AI video, you see debates on if it's real or not.
Oh my God.
So they're getting real life, real time data on who believes it and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Because you'll see them responding as if it's real. Like, oh my God, this is so ridiculous. I can't believe this. They should fire him, get his badge number.
You know what a trend is now that I see AI videos?
What?
Animals like napping up babies.
Yeah. Did you see the hawk that snatched that lady's weave off at her wedding?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit is real as hell. I swear to God. My girl showed it to me. She showed it to me. She's like, oh my God, look at this. I said, that shit ain't real. She said, what do you mean it's not real? I look at it and I'm like, damn, that shit does look real. I'm like, it can't be. And then we start just talking about how it can't be. And I'm like, dude, I ripped her scalp off. I'm thinking, right? I'm like, there would have been claw marks. It wouldn't have been nothing to laugh about. People would have been terrified. She laughed at it.
Yeah,
but
no
God
way.
damn it, did that shit look real?
Yeah, dude, I've watched like the video of like a wolf stealing a baby.
Yep.
Like an owl.
Yep.
Like just like off the front porch, like somebody puts the baby out for a second right before they're about to leave, and the bird just comes out and naps the baby up. I'm like, wow, that is convincing. That looks very real.
Yeah, dude, AI is so crazy. Yo, what do you think Kim Jong-un is showing his people over there in AI? You think he's knocking out Tyson and
my
shit?
God.
Yo, what do you think he's doing?
He's showing them all the video of him hitting 16 hole-in-ones.
Yeah, bro.
He's like, all right, everybody was questioning it for a long time. So I guess here's the video of me hitting 17 hole-in-ones and one eagle. And, Yo, and then he just shows a video of him just holding the ball from 400 yards out.
For real, bro.
And then there's another video of him like dunking. There's definitely a whole night dedicated of Kim Jong-un's sports highlights that are all created by AI.
100, bro. He's submitting Khabib.
Yeah.
He's submitting Khabib like via triangle and shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, this is, no big deal. He's knocking out Conor in a pub. Like it's all kinds of crazy shit like that.
Yeah, he's got every UFC belt.
Yeah.
He's a unified, undisputed,
Yeah.
pound for pound.
Bro, he has K-pop Grammys now. Whole speeches, he's up there.
That's so funny. The rest of the world loves him.
Oh yeah, the rest of the world loves him.
Yeah, there's definitely pictures of him and other world leaders that are AI that he shows his people. That's crazy. I never even thought of that. But like,
to really
don't know.
propagandize a whole, constituency or
they don't know yet.
no.
It hasn't hit over there yet that AI is like still a thing. Dude, they're still getting snuck flash drives of Beauty and the Beast and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But
But
they'll take your hand. They'll take your mother's hand for that.
you could, bro,
You
they'll
get
take
caught with
your
a flash drive.
they'll kill your firstborn, bro. You crazy?
The fuck you gonna do with a flash drive, anyways? Honestly,
Yeah.
Right? When you
Yeah.
think about it, it's like, bitch, give me a VHS.
Bro, there's a whole underground network though.
Yeah.
I swear, I forget the country. I saw
Oh, the network thing.
a documentary that's like
Cuba.
is that where it was? Where they were
Cuba's
like passing
got-
around like American movies and shit.
Cuba's got a crazy they got like an intranet. They have like
That's
their
incredible.
own network where people just be running wires. I seen a documentary too about Cuba where they were playing World of Warcraft on their own servers, and it was just a bunch of computers just essentially just like kind of daisy chained together, like forming like a mesh network. I don't even know what it would be considered. It's a LAN theoretically. It's just like over like, I guess it's a LAN WAN.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I can't, bro. Imagine it's like the Matrix. I pictured them underground, having their little gathering spot and shit. And it's like, Loki, you remember that party they had like in those caves in the Matrix in that one scene where everybody's jumping because they're not allowed to do anything, and then they all just agreed. I guess it's like an event they do, and they were all partying in the like away from the robots, like underground.
Oh, okay.
It was like this really kind of primal kind of party. Everybody just dancing and sweating and shit. And it was like low key underground. And then they go to the little layers.
I never watched The Matrix as an adult. So like I still don't really understand the movie. I understand it from like the perspective of people like that kind of spoiled it online. But like when I watched it, like I didn't fucking get that shit. I was kind of like, huh.
You would get it way more now. You're deep
Who
into
are these people?
tech.
Which one of these people are real people? Is he going into the real world or is he coming from the real world?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Did you watch the whole thing though?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, because if you watch the whole thing, you'll see like what that is. Like it's it's like we made robots way too advanced and AI and computers and shit, so they end up overtaking humans. And what they do is use us as batteries. So they have us and they grow us and they have us in these pods that are like full of jelly, and they plug us into this thing that's like a dream world while our body runs like batteries for them. And then there's a network of people that unplug themselves and they're hiding from the robots. And so
everybody's hooked up?
everybody in the world, there's no people anymore. They're just batteries in this jelly, and it's a fake world. It's like a software world where you go to work and you do all this. But
damn, so they're like the resistance.
exactly. And they run under, and they hacked the Matrix, so they send their unplugged people into there. Like to like help people and shit and like fight the agents, fight like
people think they're in the real world, but it's not the real world.
But it's not the real world.
But people think they're in the real world.
But people think they are. And like they know it's not, so they're able to bend reality because they're like, oh, this ain't real, so they could fly and shit because they, damn it. So they could fly and shit because they know that it's not real.
Yeah.
So they're able to transcend what you can do in the Matrix. And then there's guys, the agents with the sunglasses and shit, they work for the robots and they get sent into there.
They're the admins.
They're the admins. They're ICE.
Yeah,
so like they're just coming for them, and it's like they know each other. And then there's this guy Neo, which is Keanu Reeves. He works a regular day in the shit, and he gets approached. He's apparently, they think he's the one. He does something. He has a dream or some shit, or he notices something. And he's like, what the hell was that? And they're like, oh shit. And they're like watching, and they're like, he saw something. Like he knows what's up. Like, oh shit, this could be the guy. This is the guy that's going to save us.
Say no more, dude.
It's great. It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
That shit tonight.
Dude, you should. It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Me and my girl are watching this show with that guy from Eastbound and Down.
That's my man, bro.
His name's not Danny McBride.
Yep, Danny McBride. 100% Danny McBride.
He has another show that he's in where he's like in a family that owns like a church, but it's like a mega church.
Oh, I think that I've seen a trailer maybe or something, but go ahead, tell me about it because I'm curious.
Super funny. Like they're just like these super rich, dedicated like Christians, but they still be doing wild shit.
Yeah.
It's like it's crazy.
Yeah,
and
you bring a little reality twist to like a world like that, like that on stage religious thing, and you just have that underground. Everybody knows what's up. Everybody knows somebody at the synagogue, got the plug for the sour.
Well, it's like facts. It's like a what's his name? Joel Osteen, the guy who owned like that mega church.
Yeah, the mega church in Texas.
It's like a comedic like spin on that.
Yeah, like potentially what you imagine that family is like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, the kids are always fighting with each other, trying to get power within the church, and they're doing, one of them's fucking doing blow and shit, and the other one's, might be, You know, maybe you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. A little sugar in his tank.
Tueco, you know what I'm saying?
A little sugar in his tank or something like that.
Yeah. So
They
it's
got
a-
all the
it's-
characters in the family that
Yeah.
are all behind this.
There's a sister that they never fucking listen to. They all think she's stupid and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's got the good characters written in. That's I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's-
if you watch The Matrix, I'll watch that.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch The Matrix.
Yeah, you would love it now. I'm telling you, now that you're an adult and you understand, bro.
I didn't know that that's what it was. I didn't know they had dudes just plugged. Everybody was plugged up and living
Yeah.
in this fake world.
Yep.
I don't know. I thought there was another world, but it was just like, I don't know, like a VR place. I'm like, what's their
Yeah.
fucking obsession with going
Nah,
into this place?
that's why you hear like the glitch in the Matrix is deja vu. You know when you see something and then you think you see it again.
yeah. That's
you know?
realizing that.
That's like, oh shit, there's a glitch in the Matrix. Like something's going on. Something's going on. They're like, yo, there must be an agent entering the Matrix. Or something. So they start being on the lookout because it's like, you know, it's like when you used to have a Nextel and you were by a computer and it would be like, shh. And then it would ring where you're like, oh shit, there's a glitch in the Matrix. And then you got a little bit of time to get, you know, to figure it out before an agent comes or something happens.
yeah.
It's fire, bro. I'm about to watch it myself. Again.
We gotta. I
Keep
just looked
moving?
up- yeah. We don't gotta keep it moving, but I want to get to our next.
Go ahead. I want to hear about
I
it.
sent you a video today. I was supposed to put the video up, and I didn't. But the video is about a DoorDasher who
right.
was fired from DoorDash because she went to a dude's house. The delivery instructions were to leave the food at the door. She went to go leave the food at the door. The door was open. There was a gentleman on the couch with his underwear and pants around his ankles. So he was ass naked, but I think he had a shirt on, like sleeping there. And she pulled her phone out and like she recorded him and like posted it on TikTok and said that she was sexually assaulted.
Yeah, she used the word assault, which to me is problematic.
Yeah.
She was not assaulted. That's crazy. If somebody pulls a gun on you, you can't say they shot you.
Yeah, no. And
That's not the thing.
that guy was sleeping.
He was like this, arm over his face, like this, laying down. If he was sleeping or not, if he's a dirtbag, complete and total disgusting pervert, if he is, nobody was assaulted.
I don't think anybody was assaulted.
No, nobody was touched. If they try to say that this is assault and they try to charge it as assault, get ready because we're in deep shit.
I thought
It doesn't meet the criteria for
I
assault.
thought it was like any unwanted touch.
Dude, yeah, that could be battery as well. Right? I think there's a difference between assault and battery. One of them has to have some kind of visible injury or some kind of implication of something specific. And the other one could just be the unlawful touching.
Yeah.
Right? I think
Okay.
battery is the unlawful touching. I think causing an injury
Is an assault?
makes it assault or something specific. It's got to meet a specific criteria to not be battery versus assault.
Yeah, it's crazy that dude. She got fired. DoorDash fucking
Yeah.
kicked her to the curb. They're like, dude, you can't post the client's dick online, dude.
Yeah, she was like, I don't understand. They keep striking me. And I'm like, maybe because you're posting like revenge PORN.
Yeah, or revenge essay.
Yeah, or revenge essay or like secondhand essay.
Yeah,
Like-
this guy just, by her definition, she just made this guy essay everybody on TikTok.
Bro, she by her definition, she had a GoPro on while it happened.
Yeah.
And then just threw it online.
It's like, well, now we all are victims to this shit.
Yeah, what the
I'm a
hell?
He assaulted me too. Then.
Yeah, free DoorDash.
We're victims, dude.
Yeah, DoorDash, you should sponsor us, or else I'm going to sue you.
What do you do if you're door dashing and you get to the door and it's wide open? This dude is laying down after what looks like what you can only imagine was a vicious masturbation session where he straight annihilated his piece. And to the point that he fell asleep before the food got there.
Oh,
And the door, and he says to himself, I'm gonna leave the front door open so I don't forget the food.
yeah.
But the spanking he put on himself put him out. And then you get there to deliver your food. What do? Are you?
I think I'm entitled to take the food. I'm taking the food and I'm eating it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, bro, you kidding me? This what you did? Really? I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm going to eat this Whopper. I didn't see what the food was because that's going to give me a better idea of the kind of person this guy is.
That's very true.
Right? I want to know, what are you doing? Is it Chick-fil-A? Might be
Yeah.
a decent guy.
Might be a decent guy.
You know what I'm saying?
A soup and a salad from Panera.
You know, a soup and a salad bread bowl, you might be a decent guy.
Yeah.
You know, you really might be. But now if you tell me that you got, you know, just some like disgusting bottom of the barrel regular ass Taco Bell order or something,
Ugh.
or
Chicken
come on,
with chicken wings and French fries. Half a chicken and French fries.
it depends where it's from. You know what I'm saying? That's really what the key is.
Yeah.
Is where is that shit from? You got some Mojo's tacos or some shit?
Ew.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Moe's too. That place
Bro.
Moe's.
Yeah, Mo's.
Southwest.
Yeah. Trash.
Yeah.
Trash. Get you sick type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like disgusting. Like same as it, you know, like I don't really mess with Jack in the Crack,
Outback Steakhouse.
you know, Jack in the Box. Outback, maybe. I think more if you're really ordering Outback like that, I think more of like your mental health.
The blooming onion isn't that good. It's gonna make you go over there and tolerate any of the other food.
It's not a to-go item.
You can't get a blooming onion to go.
You can, but it'll never survive. It's
It'll
going to
never-
get
so
to
gotta
you
eat it in
all
the car.
mushy.
Yeah, you got to eat it in the car.
Nah. So that's my thing. Like they got to know what travels well and stuff like that. If you're completely disregarding and you're getting Doritos, Locos, Tacos, which are delicious, but if you're getting them delivered to your house, they're going to be all mushy and disgusting. Actually, you know what? I got to undo that. They improved the shell. I just did that the other night. I had Doritos, Locos, Taco, and I had it delivered to the house, and it was delicious. They firmed up the shell. Put a little.
That's crazy because I had Taco Bell on Sunday. It was the worst fucking meal of my life. I absolutely hate it. I'm telling you right now, bro, I'll never eat Taco Bell again. It's been months since I had it anyways.
Yeah.
And guess what? I had it again, and it was shitty that time. I remember it.
Yeah.
This time it was even fucking worse, and it made me feel crazy. I got to catch up on the chat real quick.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
This stuff is all a while ago. Coast Life says, wait a damn minute. Berto never seen The Matrix? That's wild. Yep, never seen The Matrix.
Berto has homework. Berto's got to go home and he's got to watch The Matrix and he's got to report back either next week or the following. You down with that?
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm 100% going to watch it.
You're going to like it, dude. You really are.
Coast Life says, why would she go inside and drop off the food? I'm confused. Did it drop it off at the door? She went to the door and the front door was wide open. And within, like, you can see the couch from the front door. And she just looked in there, and this dude was ass naked on his couch, as you're allowed to do in America, USA. Unless he wasn't sleeping and he's just a pervert, but he wasn't pitching a tent, not from what I could see.
And he had nothing to flaunt, it looked like to me.
Nah, it wasn't even like he looked like somebody who went through like a 45-minute session on like a lot of Adderall, and you know nothing depresses you like the post-nut, like, depression you get after spanking your meat for 45 minutes on Adderall.
Yeah, bro. Listen, man, I'm deep into, I'm months in.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm months in to sobriety on that, bro.
Good for you.
Yeah, man. But,
Never leave the house with a loaded gun.
yeah, dude, this guy, I'm telling you, and dude, he looked like Cheetos were like one of the pyramid food groups for him. So that's, I think,
He was
why.
ordering DoorDash in the middle of the night, and he fell asleep after he jerked off on the couch.
Yeah, and she was bugging out. I thought she was about to do something crazy on that video, but she was like, "This is the only way I earn money." Like she was going crazy.
Say, go
in
to
the video.
Uber. What are we talking about here?
I'm like, what is it? Is it everybody's like obligation to employ you? You seem crazy and nuts.
they got a lot
What
of
you should have
wackos.
done was I would have woke him up and been like, "Hey, buddy, now I'm going to extort you. You're going to
Yeah.
give me some extra money. I got this on video. You're a sicko. You're a pervert. Look at me. Look at me. I'm 20 years old or whatever she
Yeah.
is. You're disgusting, sir."
If he was awake and he's doing it on some sicko shit, then maybe she was sexually assaulted.
It's not assault.
But maybe she was. It's weird at the very least.
It's very weird and it's
Somebody
disgusting.
should smack him around for that.
Oh, he should get smacked around. He should get smacked around in a Walmart. Like
Yeah.
they be doing those
other
creepo
pervs. Pedophiles.
PDF files. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
If no assault, but he should be smacked around.
Yeah, like I said earlier, if you pull a gun on someone, they can't say you shot them. You pulled a gun. You didn't shoot anybody.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe menacing, maybe armed robbery, but not attempted murder.
Facts.
You know, come on.
Going back to Taco Bell,
Taco Bell.
Spaz says crispy shell just means the meat was dry. It's also like a timing thing because you could have wet meat on a crispy shell if you eat it in time.
You sure as hell can.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
sure can, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It works like that sometimes.
It does, and I'm with you.
Yeah. So
You know?
that's just science.
You know, that is ciencia.
I had a chalupa.
Chalupas are good. Disgusting.
Well, it just wasn't great.
What? So when you say it wasn't great, was it not great like the experience of eating it or the aftermath?
Both.
Ooh,
It did a number
the double
to me.
whammy.
It didn't.
But also, in all fairness, you've been off of carbs. You've been off of refined carbs for a long time. I shouldn't say off of carbs because you eat fruit regularly.
Yeah.
So it's not off of carbs, but you don't eat refined. Let me just tell you guys right now. All right. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I'm about to gas you up right now.
Don't gas me up
I'm
too
going to
much.
gas you up. Shut up. This guy right here, when I tell you this man has undergone one of the most incredible transformations I've ever witnessed in real life, shit that they only show on TV and shit. You need to go back episodes. Go to like episode 50. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. You don't interrupt me.
But you gotta remember is that I have to be on camera for as long as we're gonna do this, and life is an up and down thing. You know what I'm
It
saying?
doesn't matter. So we can't give you credit where credit is due right now.
I
If I were to
appreciate it.
make $1 million with a stock trade right now, you're not gonna be like, damn, that was a good job because one day it might not. I might lose it. Like, nah. Come on, that's crazy. You are doing some crazy shit right now. Crazy ass shit right now. So I just need to give you your flowers right now. So because I was, kind of triggered to think of that and bring this up because this guy eats no refined carbs. He eats no tortillas. He don't eat rice like that. He doesn't eat pasta. He doesn't eat donuts. He doesn't eat sugar. The only sugar that he has is in fruit, and that's in smoothies and shit like that he has. But this guy puts in work, makes me feel like a piece of shit most days. Like I shouldn't be drinking what's here. This is a milkshake in here, and I shouldn't be having this, So go ahead. I'm sorry.
But
I
the
just
Taco
had to
Bell
do that.
thing, yeah, it just messed up my
So
stomach.
Taco Bell, it
is
messed
true.
you up.
It is true that
You're not used to eating that.
Yeah, eating.
I'm
me-
cast iron from eating shit like that.
Eating pretty much. There's not a lot that I could, like. If I cheat and have like my thing is like sweets, even eating sweets, eating like any like you said like bread, pasta, it still
Yeah.
kind of fucks my stomach up. But what that did to me was like inhumane.
I mean, it's something that's gonna happen to you. It's
But also, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. It wasn't magically delicious.
no, it wasn't. But I think. Look, I'm gonna tell you. I think that part of eating like that because my girl's big on the meal prepping. We do that shit like every Sunday. I say we. I don't do any of it. So let me cut that we out of here.
Yeah.
She just makes food like I'll get some of the groceries. I'll buy some of the shit and then I'll just like provide company. And when that shit is made, we're doing good. But to me, the process of, when people call it a cheat meal or something like that, right? Like, oh, this is a cheat meal. I'm eating what I want on Saturday. It's not just the food. It's not about what's delicious and what's good. It's about being a part of the experience that you have to sit out of a lot. The eating the food, calling the DoorDash, or when you're out, just not thinking about it, not being the only one that's really kind of so conscious of the food. It's almost like letting go of that extra thought process, and I'm going to get what I want. I'm not calculating carbs. I'm not thinking about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but sometimes it's worth it. Like, good looking Coast Life. If you're out at a restaurant, because I'm always like analyzing what I'm eating, and if I'm out at a restaurant and I get like, let's say we go to an Italian place. I love Italian food, right? And I get like a penne alla vodka, and I get the chicken cutlet on top. That's gonna be delicious. So it's gonna be worth whatever.
Sorry, I leaned forward. It was an old Timberland video.
That's going to be delicious.
Yes.
So it's going to be worth whatever comes with it. And mostly it's like, oh, my stomach might be a little bit upset, but for the most part, it's like the calories that's like you're really thinking about. It's like, I got to take it easy. But that's worth it because it's delicious. Eating Taco Bell, it's like, that shit just isn't worth it for me. Because it's not delicious like that shit. It's calorically just as dense. It's worse for you, because at least you eat pasta at a restaurant. It's like, what's the big deal? It's not really that terrible for you. It's when you eat those things in excess that, me personally, I can't eat it in excess. Some people can, but it's like pasta at a restaurant. That's not that bad. It's like Taco Bell is just as calorically dense. It's worse for you, and it doesn't even taste as good.
See, but that's what I was meaning, right? It's not about your specific experience with the food or what it tastes like or the calories. It's about being a part of whoever you're with, right? Whoever you're with that's at the restaurant and eating the breadsticks and you're talking and shit like that, and you're just letting go of what you're eating and experiencing the people that you're with and that process, because that's one of the greatest. I love sitting and eating dinner with people I care about and just like talking, and everybody's eating and nobody's thinking about anything crazy like, oh, I should have more salad. I shouldn't have, there's breading on that cutlet. It gets crazy sometimes. Like, especially when you're seeing results and you're doing what needs to be done. You just want to kind of maximize that. Everybody wants that, because I've done it myself. And it becomes almost like obsessive. It's almost like when I don't bring a camera on vacation. Why? Because I won't really necessarily enjoy the vacation, because I'm going to be filming everything and trying to take photos of everything, and I'll be distracted from it by this thing I like doing. So when you take the break from that, and it's just like, oh man, I'm going to order some sushi with my girl or whatever, and I'm not going to worry about the rice. I'm not going to get sashimi. Why? Because I fucking love me an angel roll.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want an angel roll. I want an eel roll. I want something with some sweet sauce on it.
Trying to get that American dream, baby.
Yeah, exactly. You see? Bro, that's what I'm talking about. Every good sushi place has an American dream on the goddamn menu.
Yeah,
and if yours doesn't have an American dream or some kind of dragon roll,
a rainbow roll,
bro, come on. Then get a new spot, bro. So, yeah, so that's my point. Like, I love that. It's probably so different when you have a weekend when you're letting yourself like really do your thing.
I eat like, you see me. I eat on the weekends sometimes.
Yeah. It changes the fights. Because, when we watch the fights and shit and we order food, it's, I'm getting like Domino's with pineapple and bacon on it. And you're like, hell no. You're like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, what do you have in the fridge? Like, you'll throw some eggs on or some shit,
My thing is, I do like to, if I'm out, my trick is, and I'll eat later, because once I start, I can't stop.
Yeah.
So I'll just be like, all right, I know exactly what I'm going to have. I'm going to have 3 slices of pizza, or I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that. And I'll just start it later, because as long as it's later, I'm going to, it's only so long the night's going to go on to. If I start at 8 p.m., if I start snacking at 8 p.m.,
dude, imagine you start snacking at the prelims. You start hitting like some pigs in a blanket or something like that,
if I have
or
a
some
single
wings.
Pig I'm like an addict, dude.
Yeah, no, it's
if I have a single pig in the blanket, if I lick the cannoli cream off my fingertips.
Yeah. I know. It's like doing a freeze, bro. It's like taking a bump, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, my cousin has been involved in food and consulting and stuff. He's been in with these scientists when they're making stuff. Dude, they're scientists. We stand no chance against these geniuses that are like, I'm going to make this guy eat a jelly donut every Saturday at 7 a.m. They can dial down how tight they're going to make me want the donut, even though I don't know the donut exists.
Yeah.
They'll just draw you in. They're crazy, dude. It's voodoo.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm a victim of that. I've been assaulted by the food industry.
I got assaulted by a goddamn piece of quesadilla today, bro.
Yeah, dude, I've been assaulted by many quesadillas.
Yo.
That's why I was in the situation I was in.
You're right.
It's how dare them.
You're right. You're right. I got assaulted by McDonald's the other day.
White Castle, though, going back to what we were saying before, and then we'll go to the next topic. Now that's worth it. Now that I would have had, and it would have made me feel like shit, but I would have been like, you know what? That shit was delicious.
Yeah. Listen, White Castle's rare. It's become one of the rare. It's like a delicacy of fast food.
Oh yeah.
You don't just find White Castles.
No, you don't. Dude, there's only like 2 that I know of in New York.
Dude, the one that I knew of ain't there no more.
Yeah, that one's not there no more.
No, on Washington, right?
Yeah.
Yep, not there anymore. So, White Castle is a delicacy. Chick-fil-A too. Chick-fil-A is a thing. You're not just gonna find Chick-fil-A.
They're coming up. There's one down here now. They're getting sprinkled around.
But there's like one.
But those, you know what? Those this is my point though. Those places taste good. Taco Bell doesn't taste good. That's my argument. Is that Taco Bell is dog shit. We need to put that in the Checkers is better than Taco Bell.
Checkers, again, another delicacy of fast food.
Checkers is terrible. That's why it's a delicacy. They're only in the hood. You don't ever see Checkers in nice neighborhoods.
Bro, they got a Glorilla meal.
What the fuck are we? I didn't even know that. But
Bro, I see it by
So-
my mom's. Bro, when I go over there, I'm just like, yo, you just see Glorilla on the shit like this. And she
Well-
gets like a double patty with barbecue sauce or some shit.
Well,
you know?
do I need to say any fucking more about
Bro,
Checkers?
that's what I'm saying, bro. You're 100% right. Checkers is nowhere where there's any kind of affluency.
Yeah,
like none.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? They
Bro, they got a
Glorilla,
banana flavored shake. You put that shit in a nice neighborhood, they're like, what? Banana shake? What are you talking about? In the
think
hood, they're like, yo, give me 2 banana shakes, triple thick banana shakes.
Dude,
you know?
100%. They think strawberries exotic.
Oh, come on, bro. Bananas, you kidding me?
Yeah, but
But yo, before we wrap,
we're at the end.
no, we have to talk about this heist.
We got to talk about the heist.
But
before last assault, you see the chick at TwitchCon? She got sexually assaulted. Now that is a good example, not a good example, but an example of somebody being sexually assaulted. I don't know how that guy, somebody walked up to one of the streamers doing a meet and greet at TwitchCon and like groped her. He kind of hugged her, tried to like kiss her and shit. And then security got involved and pushed him away. Dude,
I
security
don't think that was a
soft.
grope. Right? A
What's a
grope, I
grope?
think there's content to a grope. I think you got to touch something. You got to touch some memories. You got to touch. He put his arms around her and acted like he was kissing in the weirdest kind of wedding style kiss.
Yeah, but that's got to be a groping then, no?
It's an
If
assault.
If grabbing is groping, this is like a big grab.
But he went around her back. He didn't
Yeah.
grab any sexual organs. You know, I think that again, this is me just spitballing here.
Yeah. Okay. Groping is a level up.
I think that that is a level up.
Would you rather be hug style sexually assaulted or kind of like if somebody just quickly tugged on your dick? Because
This is, we're talking about like TSA versus like, you know what I'm saying?
Dude,
TSA with the backhand.
when you got your arms around, he could have walked away with her. You know what I'm saying? But
And he was a big dude.
He was enormous.
He was big as hell.
Towered over her.
All right, listen, I'm going to have a controversial take on this.
Yeah. Oh, let's hear it.
I think these stupid Twitch streamers bring it on themselves. Bro, you're too famous to be doing this. You're way too famous to think you could just be accessible like this to regular people. I mean, these people are more famous than Hollywood actors. Imagine if Ariana Grande thought it was a good idea to just enter a big ass room full of people that watch her every day.
Well, no. Here's the thing. It's an event thrown by Twitch, right? Isn't it up to Twitch that Twitch should understand that they have this level of fame because they understand the the influence that these people have, and they need to have appropriate security. Because like if Hollywood people in Hollywood do meet and greets. Chris Brown does meet and greets. You know what I'm saying? He's out there picking these bitches up.
Yeah, he's doing meet and greets with women.
Yeah, but
this is a female Twitch streamer that's like one of those cute little kind of anime looking Asian girls.
Yeah,
right.
That part is true. You don't
And
see Nicki Minaj
No.
or Cardi B.
Cardi B did some, but Cardi B's a pig.
Yeah.
So I'm not really. Cardi B is a pig. Bro, when you see, she's
Yeah, but
disgusting with the shit she does. She's pregnant, like 8 months pregnant, and she's twerking with fans. I'm like, you're disgusting.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's
You
like
are disgusting.
They need security.
Yeah,
You
there's
could
security.
do things with like security. If you got security, he could do things like that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Security can't control human behavior. Security can't control, what somebody's going to do. What do you got? The chat got something?
Spat says she was a champ, though. Did you see the clip a little bit later on when she was speaking, coughed a bit, and said, sorry, I think I caught mono from my meet and greet. Damn, I hate this stupid heart because it covers up. Can I put this way? No, that doesn't work. It says, to chime in on this, Twitch incentivized their top streamers to attend. There's almost there's almost no way they would thank you. There's almost no way they would attend if if it wasn't financially in their favor. So that these people are being incentivized financially to attend these things, and as a requirement, because she did say that the expectation was that she did a meet and greet for going over there, He is true. They did invite their top. So, you know, they know who's coming. They're paying these people to be there. They need to have the appropriate security there.
Think about the popularity, right? A streamer. A streamer is, you know, up there with the level of, who would you say, you know, in entertainment, right?
They're the biggest people.
Let's say DiCaprio at the peak of his career,
Sure,
right? That's
sure.
fair.
Sure. Yeah.
Or Messi or some shit like
Nah,
that.
they're not as big as Messi, but yeah.
Kobe.
Yes. Get Kobe.
All right,
yeah.
Kobe at the peak of his career. That's
Yeah.
the level of these streamers now. Now, you mean to tell me that guy should take a certain amount of money to go and walk down in the New York City subway? Like, somebody, you can't control people's behavior at these events.
Yeah, but they're not in a public area. They're in a private area, and these aren't droves of people that are coming in. This is a guy. They could have just had 3 people around her. One extra guy, one person paying attention could have seen that this guy was beelining it past the line and getting on her. Nobody is supposed to be able to get that close to hug her like that.
It's a meet and greet.
But it's not. It's when you go to a meet and greet, there's like a line that somebody lets you in. You introduce yourself. You don't just walk up to the person and fucking like. There needs to be some. It's a failure. It's a lapse in security.
How much faster could the guy have acted?
It's one guy. He shouldn't have been able to skip the line.
How much faster could that security guard? What else would have happened? It would
He
have to
shouldn't
be
have been able to touch her.
It would have to be somebody walking alongside the guy as he goes up there.
No, he crosses past security.
And mind you, that guy that saved her was her private security. That was not a TwitchCon security guard. The one that shoved the guy off,
Yeah.
that was her private security.
He passes the line of people.
Uh-huh.
Crosses past the security guard. The security guard's further back, and then hugs her. The only people that should be close to her is the next person in line. The fact that this guy came from somewhere else and like didn't go through the process is alert. You see people that run up on stage and security guards just come out of nowhere and shove them off.
Yeah.
The same thing should have happened. That shit wouldn't have happened to Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, but, you know, that's a different thing because it's not necessarily, it's the venue that provides the security, and that's in a lot of those instances. It's like if you do a concert at Jones Beach, there's a bunch of people employed by, you know, that's working there for Jones Beach.
Spat says, I don't think Justin knows she was greeting a single person when this guy walked up. Out of turn.
Either way, you're too famous. You're too famous to assume somebody's going to protect you. Like, that's crazy.
But
like,
other famous people do it. It's not like what this thing that's going on is not as outrageous, I think, in my opinion. It gets done all the time. There's these events happen. Actors do it. Ball players do it. Ball players do it at the stadium.
it's a
They're doing
different
it-
crowd.
There's a reason
It's a different
why-
crowd. She's a little pretty female with male followers, and it's not the same thing. You know, you're not going to get a bunch of obsessive dudes trying to grope a Major League Baseball player. It's not the same thing. These dudes that watch her, men are not the same.
No, I understand
You know what I'm
what
saying?
you're saying.
It's just
but
a sexual following she has.
100%.
Nobody thinks she's smart and great and funny. These dudes all want to bang this girl. So they watch her, and in their minds, they have a relationship with her. She needs to understand she's not playing center field for the Dodgers. She is a sex fantasy for a bunch of dudes that sit in their basement. She needs to use her fucking brain.
I do agree with you on all those things, but I also agree that they could just have better security. And I don't even think that it's a ridiculous request. Not only that, I don't even think it's difficult to achieve. I think that if all these celebrities are going to nightclubs and not getting shanked, because
But they are.
But no, there's many of them. There's so how many times? Come on, there's way more times that celebrities go out and don't get shanked than the amount of times that they do get shanked. You know, when you get these guys like Floyd Mayweather, any guys, whether you're talking about the Chicago drill rappers, or big celebrities, people hire security. They go out, they do things. People that have real ops. You know, go out and they do things, and they're not. They're really in danger. As opposed to these guys who are at then they're in an isolated event that you got to pay to get into, and there's a line of people. There just needs to be 3 other people there to make sure nobody cuts the line and tries to fucking finger bang this girl.
It's just people need to use pattern recognition, and they need to use their real life experience and understanding of human behavior to know that she does not have the same fans as other people. She's going to have weird, introverted, autistic, socially strange people looking out for her, looking for her to meet her. It's not the same crowd. It's a completely different crowd. She is a young woman with a certain kind of look that attracts a certain kind of person. And it's much higher odds that she's going to get strange men to come to meet her than any other industry.
But what about, I don't know if it's any other industry, right? Because when you look at girls like Margot Robbie, who's the chick with the tits that's super hot right now, the blonde one?
It's so funny, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It's it's something. Go ahead, keep
She
talking.
also does jujitsu.
Does she?
She does. I'm pretty sure she does. Anyways, her and Margot Robbie, they're super, super big. I'm sure there's guys that are Sydney Sweeney, bingo. Thank you.
Damn, everybody knew what you were talking about.
Come on, dude. That chick
everybody
did
knew
the
what you were talking
fucking-
about. Just she's very famous. That's what we're referring to.
Yeah, the set. It doesn't matter. Margot Robbie, Sydney Sweeney. They have fans that are just as obsessed, if not even more obsessed with them. And I think that if they they'd be able to accomplish something like this, and with the appropriate amount of security.
What don't you see them really doing?
They don't do this type of shit.
They're not doing meet and greets.
But also, they're not Twitch streamers. I think that Twitch streamers have a direct connection with like their end user, and people feel like an intimate relationship with them because they're always referring to the chat.
You're proving my point.
The chat that they're. Yeah.
You're proving my point.
But I do agree with you that they have a crazy level of fame. But my point is that you can accomplish this with an appropriate level of security. There was one guy that got through. There was 1,000 people in line just wanting to wait their turn, not trying to do what this weirdo did. With an appropriate level of security, like this risk could have been mitigated, and this could have not have happened.
I think it's unreasonable to think that it would have to be so much more than what they did for this. Like, I mean, it would have to be a secret location. It would have to be unannounced and the day of. I mean, there's creepy psycho weirdos. I mean, the guys that are watching her and the percentage, there's very few women on Twitch, period. Very few women that are watching female streamers like that. This is guys. And it's a very specific age bracket of guys, and it's a very specific type of guy. I would probably say it's safe to say that 70% are at least adolescent, right? Kind of hormones all over the place. Fucking, that's Twitch. Twitch is, the majority of Twitch users are kids. They're young people, teenagers. So you have that coupled with, the idea of that intimate connection. You don't intimately connect with Twitch streamers. I don't intimately connect. It's a certain kind of person that's looking for that intimate connection, that's going to connect with a Twitch streamer that's just sitting there talking to the camera. It's not like you and me talking. They're not watching a podcast. They're watching a girl talk to the screen and talk to the chat.
She's talking to them.
Yes. And there's certain people that need that watch that. She doesn't do anything. She's not gaming. She's not really doing the shit that you really do. A lot of her shit is is just streaming, talking to the chat.
Which is crazy that you could do that. I don't want to get too deep into this because we got the last story and we're at the hour. But I think we both kind of set our piece with this.
True. Let's get
into Ocean's 13, 14, the Louvre heist.
Yeah, Ocean's 14 is right. Dude, I'm glad that we're ending on this. I have...
wait, last thing from the chat. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
The big takeaway is Twitch dropped the ball. They should have known better and at least prevented this particular event.
Yeah, she should have known better than to do this kind of event. She needs to understand her level of fame and that nobody thinks she's funny. Nobody thinks she's clever. Nobody thinks that she's a great content creator. These guys all want to bang her, and that's why they watch it. So don't think that anybody really gives a shit about what you have to say or what your opinion is, because that's not the case. Most of these dudes have a sexual fantasy about her.
She has to know that. I don't think they're under a different impression.
No, she's confused.
No way.
Dude, there's OnlyFans girls that thinks that guys that are successful are buying their shit.
Yeah, but we can't say that this particular person believes that her fans are not, trying to beat their meat to her.
Give me a break. Then she's living in a delusional world. Nobody gives a shit what she has to say. Give me a break.
As fast as I think Emma Rue's funny, that's the girl who yeah, I don't think that
Nobody thinks she's clever and witty and fun to watch. Give me a break.
She's funny. I do think that no. I disagree with the fact
Give me a break.
That they don't understand that they definitely know that most of their fans want to screw.
Well, then she has zero street smarts or concept of self-preservation. She's an idiot. She's lucky that guy didn't stab her in the face.
That part.
She's
true.
an
She's
idiot.
Lucky that guy didn't stab her, and
She's
Twitch is
an
lucky
idiot
too. But go back to the Louvre story.
Yeah, so the Louvre story. So this right here is something that I haven't seen anything like this, I don't think, in my lifetime. I can't recall anything like this. These guys, so the Louvre is in Paris, and it's a very famous museum. There's all kind of stuff there. There's jewels and stuff. There's really, really, really exclusive items that are viewed at the Louvre.
The Mona Lisa's in the Louvre.
Yeah.
It's like,
So this is the kind of stuff that's there. Top-notch art, top-notch, anything museum worthy. They opened at 9:30 a.m. and some thieves entered. They got to the French crown jewels, stole 8 items. And they were in and out in 4 minutes. They went in with power tools. There was a ladder going up to the window. They went in the window. They got in. They ended up using power tools like a glass cutter. They cut the glass out. All this shit in 4 minutes. And they bounced on scooters. They pulled up in a truck, went up the ladder, jumped in there, cut the shit, took everything out, 8 pieces of the French crown jewels, jumped back out, and bounced on scooters.
what?
In 4 minutes, in and out with what they went there to steal.
Did they rappel down? Because it's underground.
Dude, I don't know how they got in. I don't know how they got out necessarily. Like, I don't know what their exit was, if they went through a shaft, I don't know what they did. But I know they were in and out in 4 minutes, bro.
They stole the French crown jewels?
The French crown jewels, 8 of them, as far as I've read. That's what was confirmed at the time that I read what they were talking about.
That's crazy.
Dude, that's... I don't.
Real world heist in this day and age?
I can't wait till the movie comes out.
Didn't think this is possible. I thought that we've gotten to a level. You know what? If they can't protect the fucking French crown jewels, how the fuck could they possibly expect them to save fucking Emeru from fucking these guys hugging her?
Yeah.
It's
The guy didn't do that much. He could have crushed her if he wanted to.
Nah, that's just weird as fuck.
Oh, of course it's weird.
Up on bitches,
of course it's weird.
Unless you waited online. If you would have waited online and then done that, I would have thought less of this. But the fact that he beelined it past everybody and then did it, malintention, and it's rude for skipping the line.
That's right. And I wonder if he ordered DoorDash that night. But back to the Louvre.
It's crazy. Dudes masked up. You said that they think they know that they know who did it? Is that...
No, they said there's a 20% chance they catch who did it. They have no idea right now. As for last time I read,
they left on bird scooters.
Bro, they bounced. It was like Michelle pulled up like dodgeball. It took her right
what kind
there.
of scooter? I'm thinking like, was it like little moped scooters or was it like scooters?
Oh no, I think it was like Vespas. That's what I'm picturing.
Oh, I'm thinking scooters.
Like razors?
Well, maybe the electric ones.
Get the fuck out of here. Nah, you idiot. They did this in France, bro. They did it in Paris.
They got those Europe, dude. That was my main mode of transport when I was in Europe. Dude.
Yeah,
they had the little scooters. No, the electric jammies. They're like razor scooters, but they're like electric.
Yeah.
And I remember every time when we would get to a new country, my girl would always like take a nap. I would hit the grab one of those electric scooters, just rent them, and just be hitting the streets with them. But you don't sit down, like you stand up on them.
Oh, that's fire.
So that's what I was envisioning.
Nah.
I think they had them in their backpacks, and when they came up the ladder, they whipped them out, and they were just me, like, you know.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm picturing Vespa style scooters. It's Europe. You know, that's what I'm picturing.
Oh, 100%. It could be those two. You know, though, it's weird though, because the way where the Louvre is, I wonder if the glass they went through was like the Louvre like glass, because it's a glass triangle.
I'm
and
gonna
then you
read
go
this.
down into it.
I'm going to read this. So the gang reportedly arrived at 9:30 a.m. local time, shortly after the museum opened to visitors. 4 suspects arrived with vehicle-mounted mechanical lift to gain access to the Gallery of Apollo via a balcony close to the river Seine, S-E-I-N-E. I don't know, probably French shit. Seine. You know, pictures from the scene showed the ladder leading up to a first floor window. So they rolled up in a truck with a vehicle mounted mechanical lift, and then hopped in that bitch and took it up to the first floor. This is gang. I can't wait till the movie comes out. This is going to be incredible. So 2 of the thieves got inside by cutting through the window with power tools.
That's crazy.
Right? They then threatened the guards, who evacuated the premises and cut through the glass of 2 display cases containing the jewels. How the Louvre gang, blah, blah, that was a link. Preliminary report has revealed that 1 in 3 rooms in the area of the museum raided had no CCTV cameras, according to the French media.
Damn.
So this sounds like an inside job to a point.
Yeah.
One of these guys probably worked there for a minute and then like helped plan this. So French police say the thieves were inside for 4 minutes and made their escape on 2 scooters waiting outside at 9:38. So they opened at 9:30. They must have gotten in there about 9:34. Were out by 9:38.
Damn.
Dude, the place has been open for 8 minutes. That's an average of 1 minute per jewel.
That's impressive.
Total. Around 60 investigators are working on the case, and prosecutors said their theory is that the robbers were under orders for a criminal organization. The search is on for 4 suspects, and investigators are studying CCTV footage from the escape route. One witness described scenes of total panic as the museum was evacuated. Later images showed entrances closed off with metal gates. So they've been closed since because they're still investigating.
Yeah, they got that fucking thing is all dusted up, looking for fingerprints. That whole thing is under dust right now.
Dude, hell yeah. That shit looks like freaking Tyson's basement in the 90s. You know? That's for sure.
Yeah.
But nah, that shit is insane. I was like, when I saw it, I said, this can't be. I said, it's real life. I was like, it's like the Italian Job or something. I was like, what is this?
I wonder if these guys are going to get caught.
I don't know, but they sound goddamn professional. They said power tools. They cut through with power tools. So they didn't smash it with a sledgehammer, drop down, took the glass out, put it, man, this is how I'm picturing this in my mind. They probably just like with power tools, they probably just used a Sawzall and smashed it.
You think it was just barbarians and they just made it sound like it was exotic like this?
Probably.
The lifting is crazy.
Yeah, the lift is crazy. But I thought that was incredible. I can't wait to see what other details come out, and I'm excited for the movie. I'm sure somebody's gonna buy the rights to this shit for sure. I wouldn't doubt it.
But that's it, man. That's what we got.
That's it. Oh my God, that's right. We're at the hour. So Mass and None Podcast, episode 271. Thank you guys so much. Berto's gonna watch The Matrix.
I'm gonna watch The Matrix
because that's your homework.
100% gonna watch The Matrix. I'm super excited now that I understand.
Yeah, and it's so dope. So that's what he's going to do. And you guys are going to hit that like button. You're going to subscribe to the channel. You're going to hit the notification bell so that you never miss a single episode. And you're also going to look into that Louvre heist. I want some more information about this posted in the Discord. If anybody wants to look into this Louvre thing and really send in some interesting stuff, I want people on Reddit. I want people everywhere all over the internet sending me details about this because I'm hyped.
Justin looks looking to crack this case.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking to have a Saturday, couple drinks. Everybody hit me up if you want to have a meetup. You guys want to have a meetup? We'll meet up at the TGI Fridays.
Yeah, we're gonna do we're gonna meet up at Outback, and we're gonna do one of those pin boards.
Goddamn right, with the string. Mm-hmm. Yep, we're gonna do that over a blooming onion.
Yeah, we're gonna crack this puppy wide open.
Let's do it. So, Mass and None Podcast. Thank you guys so much. Episode 271. Check us out on all audio podcast platforms as well. And we're about to have our accounts hooked up to Kick and Twitch. So we're gonna have some things going with that, you know. So thank you guys so much. Berto, what do you got for them if they don't find us on their favorite audio podcast platform?
Join a Discord. Join a Discord either way. But if we're not on your audio podcast platform, join a Discord and harass us since we place it on your obscure listening platform.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Da, 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 da.